They're all important, Jason. Every game matters, every moment, every match, every round, and Liquid EG, full of them. Inferno, it's going to be our battleground to start here in this best-of-3 series. The pick of EG, and man, these guys took it pretty heavy-handedly against Astralis as well, so there's definitely something to look out for here. Double Julies, 4 times the Berettas for Team Liquid, and they set up in the apartments. Alt mid fight for EG. They're going to meet them right here in Ab, spamming Elise, getting the first, and it's an absolute mowdown. Breezy trades, Cirque keeps it alive, and there's the double fight right back. Breezy grabs himself some guns and takes the A site. Liquid were leaning heavy B, so they're in for a retake, but honestly, this has gone pretty well for Liquid, albeit, you know, awkward. They've got so many grenades, they've got a kit. Now for the smoke, things could get dicey. The nade goes nowhere. Naf now smoking out, not saving it for the bomb, just going to use it to cut off the pit, try and isolate these site players. Meanwhile, Stewie wrapping the apartments with Fallen and that kit. Naf, oh, he's drawing them in, and he's dropped the first player in the graveyard. Cirque's not ready. Stewie starts running, but he still gets the kill, and Breezy with the Julie, he's got to show us why he picked them up over the Glock, spamming back, and Naf taps him out of the round. Liquid find their first. And yeah, you don't often see retakes go well on Inferno, but Liquid were poised and ready for that exact play. They had all their grenades, didn't waste them in the banana early with no contact made from EG. And that's a great start for Liquid. That's going to feel good. Pistol under their wing. And EG probably just going to force, right? You'd imagine that with a bomb plant. You can get AKs in the second. And really, man, I feel like we see forces every second round nowadays. VP were throwing in some like full ecos of USPs yesterday, and that seemed surprising. That seemed rare. So what have we got here? The Force is in. The Hero AK, the Galil. Armed better than maybe Liquid even. Breezy trying to put that AK in the right place, moving up on the middle. The 1M4 on Aegis sat short side, but Breezy avoids it for now, goes towards Fallen. Molly in the corner, and now that's pretty much given away the fact that EG are forced, although no surprise for Liquid. Fallen caught, dropping a Molotov, and it's Breezy to open up. Now back towards the short side, double pit setup. Grim can be quite a beast in this position. He may not be armed well, but he has also got a Liege side by side to help him out with some fire. Grim trying to bait them in, looking for a spot. Elige gets dropped, and Grim deked out of the round. That might be the save for Liquid. You can see the immediate hesitation in that 2-on-5. They know this might not be worth the while. So exits, that's it for Liquid. EG finding their force and upgrading their guns as well, finding that M4. Gonna feel pretty damn good. And there, the reason for the force, right? The benefit of it, flipping the money on its head immediately. Liquid win a pistol, but you wouldn't be able to tell with how their economy is. In tatters right now, 1,400 a player, and forcing things together. Even buying Julies, it's one thing getting them in a pistol round, but up against helmet players, Kevlar, etc., that's a dangerous decision for Grim. Can't wait to see how these turn out, although I feel like always underwhelming.
Ooh, we got the dual Berettas on Grim. Loving a bit of that. Do you reckon the dualies get anything, Hugo?
I just said probably not.
Well, I hope they do. Would be nice to get proven wrong. Obo with the opener into the B-bomb site. He's now flashed into this little cubby. Oh, and is able to get him while he's trapped in there. Now EG moving back towards Banana. While this is happening, Elige and Grim have started to clear the apartments now. Oh, the gun covering up Grim. Still Tarek's able to react in time. It's a little bit sad, man. If Grim was never spotted there, EG, you know, now they could even go back to A. Options really are open to them.
Flash goes high, Elige through the smoke, and Fallen gets picked back at Coffins. Now Elige on his own. Now, lots of damage done. Maybe there's a hope. Maybe there's a chance here for Elige, but Breezy, the man of the hour, getting that bomb plant and full health to cover it as well. So Elige not really running back into the fray here, more so looking to save or get away with exits. And his retreat's even been cut off by Tarek as well. Oh, almost gets the spot. And of course, it's Breezy, the only man to stay around to fight. And that's all fine and dandy for EG. Up 2-1 right now. They get rid of the force buy of Liquid. It's down to flat USPs, nothing more, nothing less.
Yeah, this is where EG should just springboard themselves up into the lead, right? This is where we're looking for that 3-1 scoreline to emerge. Obviously, not what you were hoping for if you're Team Liquid there after looking so good early on and then having it come back to haunt you. But let's see. Obviously, this round's pretty dead. I'm saying let's see. Like, anything can happen. Hugo, do you think the 5 USPs are going to win this? Something tells me no.
I think Asai will do it.
Yeah.
Especially with EG walking in B and
not even going into the stack.
Yeah, I don't think the USPs will even see EG before the bomb's planted. This flash is lined up, but they won't even throw it in. They hear the nades go off the B. They know the site has fallen. And if anything, it would have been nice to see that flash because EG was still hanging around for the mid picks. Stewie gets one. That should be where it comes to a close. EG clean it up, and Liquid coming in with their first gun round. Fallen's been saving. He's got that AWP in nice and early. Sooner the better. And it won't be the same case for Cirque just yet. I mean, he could, but no real reason to rush it. He's still playing with MAC-10s. Oh, actually, Obo, maybe not interested. But honestly, 4 players, all 5 actually without helmets. Yeah, Obo stays with it. Good decision. Can certainly get kills here with that MAC-10. Very, very dangerous territory for Liquid. They couldn't afford the helmets. They needed utility into this first gun round. What's this, Elige? What is this? What are you doing?
I'm really curious.
That's grimy. The boost.
And now you one-way it? Oh, Elige. You've been saving that one to use against EG? Oh, despicable.
Grimy.
Oh, Tarek very, very quickly makes us forget.
How did he do that?
Yeah. He's just bypassed them, jumping out through the apartments. While this has happened, Obo has taken CT spawn away. Liquid is still trapped in the pit. EG are kind of wondering if this pit setup even exists as well because Tarek was just able to get out so freely. It's obvious with Elige dropping this smoke that someone's here, so they do have their eyes towards the pit. Liquid is still flanking through Banana. Oh, this is a messy round. This is all over the place. Grim is someone who could deliver a lot. Stewie as well, having just arrived from the B-side rotation, draws the attention away from Grim even longer. They still don't know about him. And so Stanislaw drops into his death. Obo, who was holding for CT rotates and never given any, is left in the 1v2.
Yeah, he took this position when we had that boost in Boiler, right? Because they knew that Liquid had double apps set up at a bare minimum. So Obo takes the space, but as you say, with the banana push from Liquid, it leaves them high and dry, looking for a 1v2. Grim in the pit, Naf up in apps, trying to find the first, and he's just hopping into Grim's crosshair. Nice round for Liquid. Tarek with the content play out of apartments. He must have heard the scope of Fall and just jumps out and shoots him in the back. But won't get much further than that. And despite EG having incredible position, long, in the site, up short, CT, they still lose the round. And most of that comes from Grim in the pit alongside Elige, who both put up 2 apiece. And Grim obviously dropping the bomb really is the saving grace there for Liquid. Suddenly the objective is a lot harder for EG to play out. But they've got money and they come back in with guns, including the AWP. Oh, nice stuff from Fallen. Wide on the angle, catches Cirque, and Warbangs may connect. The nade certainly as well. Got to be feared. Obo down to 1 from the HE. Run. Get out of there. Liquid gunning for a third.
Yeah, looking like they want to try still to work this B bomb site. I'm perturbed by the fact that Fallen has got that opener. They're still keen to challenge him. Gonna drop the Molotov, try to slow down the push. They decide to run through it. Now, for Obo, that's not an option, so he's having to wait back. The rest of the gang going through leaves them kind of separated from one another. And there's even a flash while they're boosting. They're boosting in the smoke. EG, we're trying to throw a man up there. That's unreal. Well, the flash left them blind. It's all onto Stanislaw in the 1v4. And Stan in a pretty rough spot here. They're holding CT, no more smokes to get them off this angle, to give you safe passage into the site. And yeah, truthfully, for Stanislaw, this might be the end of the line.
Yeah, he's waiting for Grim, but Grim's making a really nice play to just sit in alt mid, and he has that line locked in. He can make a call if Stan had gone back to the A site. Won't happen. Stan moves forward into another fight. Oh, the barrel can always let you out here, let you go. 15 seconds. He's got to get killed, he's got to die, do something, and there it is. Elige swings and trades, or just takes him down rather, upgrades to an AK, and that's Liquid finding 3. All started by Fallen with the AWP. And yeah, this is a mess, right? The boost going up either which way, flashes through. Liquid not scared of taking these fights. Let's think back to that endpoint game yesterday, Harry, where we had Liquid in so many rounds. Naf was finding multi-kills on those B holds, and Stewie would never be scared to, you know, pop out with a flash, or, you know, Fallen setting him up, or Stewie throwing one for Naf, and just attacking endpoint through that CT-sided smoke. So doing it again against EG, no surprises here. Smokes are walls, folks.
I'm liking this kind of, you know, recovery that we're getting for Liquid. It's a good look, and hopefully it means this series is going to live up to the promise of being an exciting one. You know, we covered NA for all of last year, and whenever we had these guys meeting in finals or in playoffs, it was always a treat. You know, you would get a Team Liquid EG bout, you knew you were in for a good series. And I think it's very interesting this time around because it gives us like an idea of where domestically, you know, like where do we put these teams now? What with all the changes that have been made? Elige looking good to farm some eco kills, and Sir gonna bait the shot out, still falling. Oh my God, it's just death at long. Stan's gotten out of there with an AWP. So suddenly this round has gotten a little more interesting. Right, the AWP is like a big ticket item to have. It could all get laid to rest right now by Stewie, but he's just missed the timing. Grim is actually going to have to hold down this site, dropping the AWP. Now it's in the hands of Obo. Looking for the pit player, he can't find him. So Grim does a good job of kind of stopping that getting dangerous.
I love that play from Cirque where he jumps and he baits the AWP shot out of Fallen. Like, no one's... Well, firstly, Cirque has sick movement, right? Everyone knows that. But on top of it, no one knows how to get an AWP off an angle like an AWPer. So Cirque, he baits the shot. Fallen whips out his sidearm and just taps him. Fallen feeling it. Very confident as well. Goes back in for more. It will be his undoing. But the AWP is saved and handed right back over to its rightful owner. 4-3. And EG's money starting to look worse for wear. No AWP in this spy round. And Elige, oh dear, taking matters into his own hands with Grim trying to draw attention. He's actually called the AWP mode is fairly clear. He's nothing. There are 2 players tucked in. Look at how ready EG are for an aggressive play. But the one spot they're not watching is the one that Elige is walking all behind. He's going to find himself on the bridge, hearing the spamming shots. 2 players on his plate. One gets away. Oh, and he lets Breezy go too. Now, he doesn't know Tarek's here as well. Breezy goes back to check, and at this point, they have no idea. He's got the bomb, and he's got Stan dead in the spawn. That's like a Galil gone. Elige just causing chaos, dropping the smoke, changing direction, and he knows to expect ult mid as well, but Breezy is very quick to the shot. Elige, I like the attempt, right? Going for the bomb, going for more than one, but that is all he gets. Stewie goes through a smoke, and it works wonders.
Yeah, so like last year, right, like moving through the timeline of 2020, coming into it, Team Liquid were like routinely beating EG in these. Then we actually had it go the other way with EG stringing together like multiple series win, including that grand final that you were talking about back at Cologne. And then, you know, like the most recent time we saw them play, well, we didn't actually have Obo in for EG yet. While we had Fallen for Liquid, I think he's really come into his own as of late, right? It's been a few months since we last saw this head-to-head bout. And so it's a really good chance for us to see where these teams stack up against each other. Liquid dropping the bomb, Stewie 2K, oh man, the clay remover. They wanted to build pyramids, but there's no more of it, no time. Stewie's won the round.
Yeah.
And it's 5 on the board for Liquid.
Yeah, all right. We'll give you that. They're like putty in his hands. 5-3.
There would have been more excitement in that if it was, you know, major final, crowd everywhere, all screaming, all yelling, getting overtime on the cards.
You and James and Dan.
But he got 5 rounds, so that's still something. You know, still deserves the mention of just stopping the B play. Fallen with the tag down through middle.
No way he hit 2. Really? Or was that a grenade at the same second? I think he did. That's, yeah, Fallen, man.
No, no. Obo was towards top banana. That was the nade damage. He just hit Stan.
Oh. Well, anyway. This round should really go nowhere for EG. They got pistols. Naf lining up a flash here for the coffins. Naf and Stewie towards B is a terrifying combo, especially with how much they like to rotate out, put Fallen in this position, swapping sides. Stewie going back to long occasionally. Right now, Fallen's joining them. It's a good read. The smokes are coming down. Naf lines the flash, and it's going to pop in front of the coffins, leaving Stewie to go through the smoke if he wants. He's in no hurry. Naf repositions, getting into the site, and now Fallen lines up that flash we're talking about. Stewie coming through, and Tarek just drive-by shooting, pre-fires him to the face. Naf trying to trade, and he's got one at the back of the site, but Breezy's going to get the deagle off and give this round a go. Guns picked up, bomb planted, Fallen hitting his shot. They knew he was there, but they couldn't get past him.
Stan and Cirque left up against it all. Cirque with the swing, well timed, has removed Grim from the retaken. And a second for Cirque, now onto the deagle. Fallen's gonna silence him, and Fallen with the clutch. Clutching a B is looking like this man's bread and butter. It's another big 3K for him here. We had that incredible 1v3 with all one taps versus Endpoint yesterday. Well, he's already clutching up a storm here for Team Liquid, and we're only 10 rounds in.
I love that drive-by for Tarek. Just pre-fire in every angle he can, and Stewie feeds him. And yeah, that's definitely like a familiarity, right? Like you talk about domestic matchups.
Well, yeah,
you know what to expect.
Hey, there's like a little love triangle going on, right? You got Stewie, Fallen, and Tarek all in the same server.
Yeah, that is cute, isn't it? Cirque's back on the AWP. Last time Fallen killed him in the banana at the start of the round. Cirque won't be going anywhere out of spawn, just holding for the mid-cross. Obo moving up banana, playing this very dangerous role that Stewie will often do on that T side as well, where you are just going to be at the bane of the grenades, taking a beating. Here's Fallen, flicking, finding Obo, and there's very little you can do about that. Just trying to find angles that don't get cleared, but Fallen flicks and finds the first. And he's not done at that either. Oh my, Fallen. Does he really want to send it fully home the NA way? Not for now. He's actually going to call a rotate. Naf goes back, and so Fallen plays somewhat reserved, but still holds on to this position. He has a smoke if EG get close, and he gets flashed off, so time to give it up. Or just go back in. Yeah, one final parting shot. Fallen just trying to get as much value as he can out of each angle here. He's called for a bit more help. It's gone quiet on A, and EG are grouped up for this B execute. Very blinded. Fallen's util running low. No time for the smoke. He's got to take blind shots through it. Going to boost up Naf instead, and Naf could stop the plant. Oh.
Yeah, Stan's watching for it. Doesn't let that kill come in. Cirque as well, going to remove another as he takes fights into CT. Might this just be the save? Yeah, man, Grim's already fallen out of there, never even rotates over. He's down in the pit. And so Liquid Give the respect over in this one. It's 4 on the board for EG.
Yeah, money talks, and that is simply the reason Liquid give that round up, right? If they killed Stan, they might have been invested, but not today. If Liquid lost their guns, they would be eco. So they'd rather rebuy. And this is their best path to do it as soon as they can. A nice try from Liquid nonetheless, and EG keeping it competitive is what you like to see. Stan getting dinked, man. That was a very near kill for Naf, and then he probably could have stopped the plant as well in time. Unfortunately, because Liquid have won all these rounds, it's not like they're rolling in loss bonus. They got to drop over Famises. Ugh. Ghastly guns. But it will allow for some utility on Naf and Stewie, the B players in mention. So certainly important to see, rather than, you know, make these players buy their own weapons. Cirque now, a bit more faith, a bit more confidence, moving back up mid early. Chucks his Molly Banana, goes instead past the ramp Molly. Fallen, ooh, waiting for his time to shine. Molly, or Nade rather, onto the logs. Stan so close, Fallen. Could still kill Obo before Stan sees anything. Oh, Stan hears the scope. He knows Fallen's close, but he doesn't want to walk into the AWP. Fallen has no idea that Stan's in this position. He can only guess. Oh, Fallen, you animal.
You can't believe it. Just peeks him straight up the no-scope as well. Oh, it's beautiful. Banana control is denied. Fallen holds on to it single-handedly. And so now EG are hoping to find solace in an A play. Tucked in Graveyard is Elige. We've seen him deliver some fantastic rounds from this position. A smoke falls and Elige is playing around it, trying to hold on to the apartment. Cirque is blind while he gets Elige. Still, the numbers just aren't enough for EG, aren't enough to send it home. Team Liquid claps on them with 7.
Yeah, again, Grim in the pit with Elige, right? We've seen double pit from them. We've seen Grave pit. We've seen these apps crossfires. Like, it's such a deadly duo. As much as Naf and Stewie might draw your attention, man, Grim really is proven to be a problem in the pit right now. Fallen, no fear, full faith. And even though Cirque hit a banger out of nowhere, it's not going to be enough to get EG into the round. Cirque rebuying the AWP. And yeah, Liquid right now looking very, very good. EG are scraping for what they can, but you know, 7-4, they're not out of control of this game. They've got more buy rounds, they've got more chances to find 5 or 6, and that could be fine. Obo back to Banana. He's had a rough time at things, but not by his own doing. Cirque going through the smoke. Obo catches Stewie with a flashbang, and while he eats one back from Fallen, he is going to get away alive. Breezy kills the lead. Fallen, Naf rather with the AWP. B gets tagged through the wall. Fallen's on long. And Nav's going to have to back up into the site now as EG set up towards B. Breezy getting dunked on, and I like the gamble for Liquid. It's a really good call in this position, but it might be too late regardless.
The one man who could upset this would be Breezy, right? Who's out on A. There is still time for rotations back, but they're just committing to the B play now. The rest of the gang here, Grim boosted up and over, still taking fights. Cirque, through the smoke, through the wall, delivers the hat-trick in that round to put 5 on the board for EG.
Yeah. The sad part about the boost is it always gives away so much info, right? Like, you know it's coming through, you know there's both players there, so Cirque just pre-firing corners. And Breezy didn't matter out on long, he wasn't needed. Even though Liquid made the right call, the pace of EG going into the site, with that, you know, before the CT smoke even comes down, Naf goes 1 for 1. And at that point, it didn't feel like enough. Now Liquid are broken. And we said EG weren't out of control of this game. Well, this is the evidence. Now they're going to be given 6. And then still have a chance to fight for 2 more. Could even win the half out. Oh dear.
There's more where that came from in the apartments. Tarek dead in the back to Grim. That's an AK retrieved. That should really be the only bit of danger here in this round, and they don't even have to commit into the AK. EG have taken the B site. They know that Grim's here. The bomb's going back safely. And look at the rest of EG all moving in to hunt down this one remaining player, Grim. Oh, taps out the first, but Obo is quick on the trade. And so EG, 6-7. Nice, tight game. Just what we wanted.
We're getting a really good game here. Like, we've got everything we want. We've got Tarek going for content. We got bad Fallen. We got Cirque hitting flicks and jumping over boxes. Everything's looking lovely right now. Stewie's pushing smokes. Grim's getting multi-kills in pit. Man, Script Riders killing it right now. 7-6. Back to Banana with a vengeance. EG moving up quickly as well. They've gone for a lot of these B executes. Oh, Cirque spots the jump. Can't do much about it. EG see the retake util Banana and they give it up. They know they don't want to get aggressed by a flashbang, get caught at the top of B. There's a third rotation over. Fate getting sold. That smoke isn't really going to do too much. And Liquid might look at it and go, I don't trust it. Back they go. Fallen on a rotate. If anything, he smoked himself off and Stewie has a gap to confirm no one's here. EG, it couldn't be more clear they're hitting A.
Oh, they're already past Grim. Back out onto the balcony for him. Falling good for the trade. Elige getting set up inside of the site is also going to hold his own. Oh, the rotations arriving just in time. Cirque trying to do what he can. He's given us a great game so far, but concealed in this smoke is Fallen. Trying to keep the pressure applied. Cirque looking for this kill, but Fallen up and over. Woo. Reigns supreme and keeps Liquid in the lead at 8-6. Rounds always feeling close. And, you know, when it's Cirque, man, with the kind of game he's having, like when he's in that 1v3, I can't help but feel like he could have done something. Fallen's able to stop it early. That flash from Elige is so key, man. It stops the other two from trading that immediately, right? And even though Grim doesn't survive much longer, the fact that everyone is having to focus on him, such as the short players, frees up Elige and Fallen in the site hold that much more. So big flash from Elige. Speaking of big flashes, oh, there's a bunch of them at top Banana and it's just chaos. Stewie in with a double, traded onto Stan. Still the aggro coming in and Naf can't hold them back. The B site overran. Lurking out through mid is Tarek. He can cut off the rotations. Grim shot in the back, never even knows what's happening. For the time being, Elige is a 1v2. Both these players are low as well. To round out this first half, Elige needs a big old round.
There's so many grenades, more and more Molotovs. Elige flashes through, but he's checking the wrong angles. They're on his left, and Sam will close a really competitive game at the tip of our fingers. And now we have Liquid up by 1. Where will this series be going? You're going to have to stick around to find out in the second half.
They all trying to sign my name. They want me to sign my name. Counting the blessing while I count that in my winnings. We take 50s and 100s and throw them up to the ceiling. Everything I envision, now everybody gon' witness. Only difference between us is I ain't stop till I finish. I feel on top of the world. I feel on top of the world right now. I feel on top of the world. I feel on top of the world right now. I always wanted the world. I want to conquer the world right now. I feel on top of the world. I feel on top of the world right now.
I would say that speaking a different language is always going to be very problematic for someone who plays CS, because there will be times, mainly on chaotic times and stressful times, where you want to pass on information, and sometimes you're not going to find the words as easier as you'd find in your own language. But I think it takes some time to, like, I have been playing a lot of bugs speaking English for the last years, but it's my second experience leading and talking a lot in English as teammates. The last one was with my BR when we had Stewie and Tarek on the team and Godzilla and Fur, and now with Team Liquid. So it's been a new experience for me again, trying to learn and get as used to the field as fast as I can. It does take some time. There are times when I wish I could be speaking Portuguese much faster, you know, but it's just how it is, and I'm glad I'm having this opportunity and I'm enjoying so far.
Harry, we need to talk about something, okay? It's
Yeah.
spreading. It's a serious issue. It's
Right.
all over Counter-Strike Go right now.
Yeah.
Why do people keep buying dual Berettas? I don't understand it. They're not good. I mean, they're okay, sure. They're cheap, yeah. There's 2 of them, pretty swag, but I don't
Pretty
know, man.
swag,
No
man.
one's keto. Obo, you're not keto. Prove me wrong.
All right, you've called him out by name. Obo, dual Berettas, and a flash that, well, the dual Beretta's gone, and the B site gone, and the brown is liquids. So the dual Berettas, 2 O's in his name, and 2 O's on those dual Berettas. That's 0 kills.
On each.
Suck, look at him. Ooh. Only 1 gun. Maybe if he had 2 guns, he'd have double the chance here.
And 2 times 0, Harry, it's still 0. Liquid aren't going to give him much more.
But imagine if he had a 3rd gun that he was also holding on to.
Sir just wrote fight in the text chat.
Naf said, come out.
He knows he can't win. He just wants the kill.
Oh, he's just trying to antagonize him. Naf, mate, telling him to come out. Well, he came to you, but so did Stewie.
That's the friendly banter between these 2 teams.
The friendly banter.
Yeah, that you can
Banter
expect.
spelled B-A-N-T-A.
ER.
Banter.
Yeah.
I don't think that's how you spell it.
No, it's not. But that's what you can expect between these 2 teams. And that's what we're getting right now.
B-A-N-T-Z. Bants.
Bantsy.
Yeah, Bantsy.
Bantsy.
Of course.
Right, good to
Bantsy, Flamesy, Flames, all up there.
Top 3 players.
Top 3.
2025. Keep your
Sug.
eyes out.
Look at Sug, big Sug with the scout. The bigger the Sug, the harder they fall. And Breezy, big Breezy. Ooh,
Oh, dear.
ooh, dead Breezy, falling. Gotta get the better of him. That's a deagle to be picked up as well. At least you better get it. Yeah, he grabs it. He grabs it. He knows what's good.
Smooth move.
Stan's rotating away. B's empty. Stan's no longer rotating away. B has Stan in it.
Oh, smoke. Going over the top, but Stan, not in B.
Oh.
B is Stanless. And Liquid, they're standing for B right now.
Any B stands? Oh, Cirque. With the tag.
That'll send them B, I think.
Yeah, now they might go B. And as we know, no one here. Stan,
dear.
rotating back. Stan and Slop. Get into B now. But
Ooh, spamming with a CZ. That's not going to work.
that's the round right there.
Yeah.
Not one of the most exciting ones that we've got so far, but it will be 10 on the board for Liquid, right? You've got to play these out. E.g., they take the gamble. They put everyone over towards that A bomb site in the knowledge of the Team Liquid go there. You know, 4 on 5. You take that. You take those odds. And if they go B, then you do this. You just save these 4 weapons. You have another go at the 4 spy in the next round. Ooh. Apparently we have that little pistol.
Yeah.
Little pistol clip. Roll it. Roll the pistol clip.
right
Round's
back.
over. 10 on the board. Not much more is happening here. Just gonna. Here it is. Look. There's a little shot.
Quick type. Click, clack.
Type.
Clack,
That's
click,
where he
clack.
types fight to them.
Yeah.
And then he keeps fighting them,
Yeah.
if you can believe it.
Gets a couple more, or 1 more, and then dies. It's a sad state of affairs right now. EG, slow starts to both half. Actually, I say that. They did go 3-1 up after winning the forces, or 2-1. Or 3-1. That's what I meant. I should have believed in myself. Either way, Liquid kind of ran away with it once they hit their first gun round. Started getting run boosted over this force. Held on after the previous, went a miss. And Stewie catches Cirque up top mid. Just an assortment of pistols. Pick your poison. Oh, nice grenades. Tarek dunking onto Grim. And so they will go elsewhere. Although no more utility left in terms of HEs. We've got 2 smokes left up. can be used on this A side. Tarek's dropped his B and rotated round as Stan did previously. It's a right read for EG, but can they hit the shots? 2 for 1 lineup, and Obo is good for only 1. Smoke down for that CT player, but he's coming from the library, and they run him down. They'll get caught doing so. Tarek finding it, Galil. Breezy dropping the bomb, and now Elish needs a clutch, but Tarek is better armed. He's out, and Elish doesn't know that he's swung on the left side. Bomb pick back up, Tarek moving in. Elige has no idea how close he is, and Tarek's going to win the round on his own. Stewie chasing him and giving him a Galil. He'll come to regret it.
That's the famous Stewie Fool and Tarek love triangle coming back again. They all wanted the piece of the Tarek action. And it ends up giving him the Galil that he goes on to win that force buy with. I say force buy, I guess saved force,
still
right?
Force, mate. And yeah, getting hyped. Cirque's feeling it now. He's got his AWP in early. And that's around the, if you're Liquid, you're wondering, why the hell did we do that? Why, what? Head in the hands for Jason. No more appropriate reaction at this point in time. 10-8. Bit of a sitter missed there by Liquid. But not the end of the world. They have the room to breathe. Up by 2. Just means they're more susceptible to being put on those pistols. Triple B for EG out of the gate. Or Liquid read that. Try and elevate the pace. Cirque has got his AWP in mid at least. Lee's just running up, but mollied off, not wanting to let anyone fast charge this A site with EG leaning B early. Now, Obo got picked a lot in Banana, often by that AWP. Or nade stacked, or whatever have you. How will Stewie fare? Ollie's come down, it pops in the smoke there, won't get him. Stewie's still here, they're gonna check, and Stewie gets his revenge, but only good for 1. Stan trades, and maybe just time to bail out of the Banana. Oh, that's a second player spotted. A different gun might be a warning signal. Obo's dead, they know Stan is still in play. And so Liquid won't commit. They know that's forced to rotate, they walk right back. A is fairly empty, it's only Breezy. Even slowing down here for Liquid is going to make that rotate doubt himself, so Cirque doesn't commit, and now the grenades go over B. Will they go in?
Oh, it looks like they are just committing on the back of it. Stanislaw going to deliver here all alone at the B bomb site, and Stan only in with 1. Toppled after that by Fallen as the IGLs clash in B. EG still grouping like they want to give this a look in. A lot of it hinging on these early gunfights, and with Breezy not able to deal with Naf peeking down Banana, he just decides to relinquish this round. Cirque gonna hold on to his AWP. Team Liquid, they come in, and you know, this buy wasn't perfect by any stretch of the imagination. What with them losing that last round, they had a couple of AKs, couple of Galils, and they managed to make it work. Fallen and Stewie doing it all. So Team Liquid keeping this lead in their favor with the 2 saved guns for EG. You know, Cirque's got some extra money. You could maybe look to buy. I doubt you're going to, right? Because you've still got a pretty healthy bit of time before this game reaches like a worrying point. And like the good thing is oh, they actually will decide to force around it. I was going to say, like, Cirque, with all this extra money, he could have played this round, like, a bit fast and loose with the AWP, right? Been a bit aggressive, comfortable in the knowledge that he could have had one in the follow-up round anyway. But instead, they've elected to force. They've gone all in. Now, this is risky, right? If you lose this round, you're 12-8 down, Liquid then given a freebie up to 13. That's where things start to get a little bit worrisome if you're EG. Yeah. So you're really hoping that this round right now can find success. They've put Cirque over at B early. He's part of this 3-man hold. Hasn't stopped Liquid taking top Banana away from EG. And that's kept both Stanislaw and Cirque at this side of the map. 1 M4 on Breezy over in the apartments. And 2 pistols in this A bomb site hold. Liquid with a lot of map control. They can go wherever they want, right? They've taken this default. You take top Banana, you get some top mid control, and from here, your options are wide open to you.
Ooh. EG, are they going to do this? Are they swapping players, or is it really the full rotate? Obo's going to hang around. Rightly so. Even Tarek doubting it now. And Liquid walking up short A. Breezy, the one man with the one gun in this A site. He has a lot to do. It will be a save for the other rifles if he does fall. Him and Obo on this crossfire. You maybe want to play Obo first, but the smoke comes down, so Breezy has to fight, and he gets one at least, but is that really worth it? This smoke now being played by EG. Little crossfire in the site. Tarek with some great deagle work. Obo's grabbed a gun, but he won't get much further. Elige eviscerates him. 2-on-2 now. Cirque tagged by HEs earlier in the banana. A low half. Stan coming in from middle. Cirque with the kit and the grenades to get it done. Can he find a push with a Molotov? He might be able to land that onto Naf in the pit, but oh dear, Naf's got room to move. He's got room to stay alive. He doesn't need to fight. That nearly hits from Cirque. Stan trying to clear the site. The flash goes in. Elige looking the wrong way. Naf trades, and now it's onto the AWP that Naf knows he doesn't need to peek. The bomb open. Cirque has to chase. AK picked up, and he goes for the tap on the bomb. Naf now waiting. Jumping up is Cirque, and that's a beautiful way to clutch out the round. Cirque does it with the help from Stan on the short side and some great utility as well. 9 rounds for EG going back for the Orb. And oh, that was a must-win, like you said, for EG. That was the tipping point of the half, as now Liquid are the ones left in the dirt.
Yeah, winning that has kept this game competitive. It's kept EG hot on the heels of Team Liquid. But Liquid not wanting to concede just yet. They're coming in with an equally risky force buy of their own. Aggression down middle for Obo.
What?
Oh, did he crash? It looked like it. Yeah, that looked like a crash. Oh, my word. Breezy trying to save the day, trying to make this one of the moments where Obo joins back into a 1 round, and he goes, how did you manage that? Breezy looking to make a big play happen out through the apartments. Grim down in the pit spots him and does find good damage. So now Breezy's just got to wait for his team to rotate in. Devastating round for EG.
So sad, right? That would have gone so well for Obo. The flashes came down banana, and those Liquid players were blind. That was a freebie for Obo. He would have got 1, and then Tarek was right behind him. Fallen flashed in, though. Bit of revenge for Liquid, and he's going to get traded. Stan and Cirque again. The 2v2 that they managed to do last time around. Can it be repeated? Elige playing safer in the site this time. Grim in the pit, in the post part. The molly comes in. Elige not giving up anything, but they force him out, and now Grim's got to take the fight. Cirque grabs the orb, and there's not enough time. He's dead.
It's devastating. It's pretty much the exact same round playing out again, right? And they managed to get all the kills again with Cirque winning the 1v1, but just no time to get on that bomb.
That literally, like, you know, obviously you can't say how that exactly would have played out, but considering it comes down to a 1v1 with that happening in middle, with that mow down from Liquid, like, look at Obo here. He just stops mid-spray. Grim kills him, doubles up.
I looked. He didn't leave the server.
No, I think he just, you know, you just tab out or something pops up.
Yeah.
You know, everyone knows computers, man. They
computers be trying to sabotage.
Yeah, like you tab out, your keyboard unplugs, whatever it is.
Mouse dies.
He stopped in the middle of mid. That man is not playing the video game. You saw his reaction. He was not happy. Oh. That was not by his own doing. But there's nothing you can do but move on. 12-9. And my goodness, this game's got it all.
It's another force buy, by the way. We've had 3 of them now back to back from both teams.
We call these tilt buys, Harry.
Tilt buys, that's what we're going to dub it.
No, of course not.
I don't think it is, man. I think, you know, knowing that nobody survived for Liquid, you're hoping to do the economic damage here and you know, suddenly bring yourself back up to level pegging.
Yeah, it's definitely the right call here. It's been forces getting traded back and forth all half long. Like, why stop now? Why give it up? Why let them back in?
Oh, Elige. Oh, he's seen the leg. Obo, why you standing? Why you man spreading so much in the doorway? He was just standing a little thinner. He would have blended right in. But now the B site, where this is really looking to end up, Stanislaw back in CT has no choice but to let them cross in. He's calling for rotations. He could try and boost Tarek up. Breezy lands a belter down through mid. Regardless, this isn't really a winnable round. Like, the rotations are just so far away. EG haven't even bothered to rotate 2 of these players over yet. And they are now getting in towards this site. Cirque actually looks like he's going for the gun that's dropped in bottom mid. He's not playing for the retake, and neither are the rest of EG. It is just a 4-man save. And, you know, we've seen this work already, right? The decision to just fall off and have another go with these 4-sport weapons.
Yeah, it's what won them that third round, right?
Exactly.
Think back to it. They saved the guns in the second after getting exec on, and then they bought third and they won it. So, yeah, there's definitely good reason to save here, especially considering you know the round is lost. A map like Inferno is, well, you know, this is the map where you can just know that you can't win a 4v4 straight out of the gate within seconds. Or at least, not that you can't win it, but the likelihood, the percentage play like we often talk about, the smarter play is to save. It's just less likely you're going to get anything done, and so you'd rather give it another go than be full eco. Man, you got to feel for Obo in this game. He's really been getting caught. T side, he was just up banana, getting picked by Fallen. CT side, well, we've already seen it. And so some back and forth rounds, but eventually restored by Liquid, and now looking to long this one out. Finding this is the recipe for disaster, at least for EG. Liquid are setting up quick into a high flash. Breezy always blinded. Luckily, Obo's there to help him out. And the pistols do a lot of damage. Suck helped by Breezy from the pit. And now he drops a smoke down as well. They can't molly him. Grim out on long, out on his own. He's got 2 players to deal with. One goes back and the other. Grim reacts. He finds Stan. Bomb on Fallen in middle. Grim trying to get rid of that pit player. Fallen can molly it after the smoke. It's a beautiful grenade. Couldn't have done more damage if he tried. Looking for a way into B. Killing Stan would mean Fallen could go back. Oh, sorry, Taric rather, in spawn. But Taric's not giving it up, and they're going to regroup instead.
Whoa. It might be another one of these 4-spy wins. It might happen. Liquid. Once wasn't enough, having it turn against them twice. That would really suck, but Cirque getting aggro actually takes the man out of the round. Fallen deleted it. Grim left on low HP, now decides to commit, and in doing so, he's running into the 2 stacked bomb site. EG reaching double digits, and it's that decision to fall off. You know, keep the 4-sport weapons for another round that once again finds EG's success.
This has got to be like the most annoying game to play for Liquid, like a heartbreaking game where every round that you should just win flat out, you lose. And yeah, that sucks for them, but it certainly makes an entertaining game. And you can see EG getting a little bit more pumped up as well. Just still standing somehow, some way. They should be out of this game by now, but some miracle rounds being picked up. 13-10, Liquid. Do they want to buy in, or do they want to give it a breather? Just look at the trades back, like look at the rounds there on that tally and the bombs that have been going off, the saves that EG have gone for, and they've worked wonders. Liquid are not forcing here. They're just going for flat pistols. It's a safe decision. They want the AKs. They'll get them in soon.
Yeah, it felt like it was only a matter of time, right? Till someone made the decision, and it makes sense that it's Liquid with them being in the lead to just ease off the 4-spies, right? Last thing you want to do is like dig a deep hole for yourself when you had a lead, when you had this buffer of 3 rounds, and then find yourself, you know, strapped for cash as EG are building back into the game. Team Liquid setting up over here in top mid. No one watching Banana, so it does just look like you're pretty committed to the A play, right? You don't have this real estate Banana side that you so often need to go back to it late in the round. Cirque posted up on the AWP, nailed the opener. There's more where that came from, and Cirque's in with a double. Taric keeps it all under control, dropping the bomb in Arch. And so this round gets impossibly hard for NAF now. The thing is, you're buying up anyway, right? You probably weren't expecting to win this round if you're Liquid. But any damage you can do is super valuable. Sadly for NAF, of course, he holds for Stanislaw there for like 20 seconds, doesn't get given a peek, goes, all right, they're not pushing, looks away, peeked instantly.
Yep.
CS Timings 101.
Been there every day, it seems. All right, this is where it heats up. This is where it gets serious. Pedal to the metal. AWP for Cirque, he has been the hero of this map across both teams. The best player, at least in terms of what we've gotten out of him. Or so it feels. Chewy getting pushed. Oh, he's stuck in the corner. Tarek doesn't see him in the smoke. It looked dead on, but the X-ray helps us out. Luckily, the smoke spam will do it for Tarek. Elige, same case, trades right back, takes the space. Obo's giving it up. He doesn't want to also die and give Liquid the B-bomb site, and therefore the round. So Obo has to play safe. Out of utility now. And so Liquid go back to their default, taking this B control, Fallen spotting mid, showing the bomb. EG are looking to crunch mid right now. They might be peeking together in the mid round. Cirque's clearing angles bit by bit. Breezy's scene ult is empty as well, so they're going to push, but Liquid are far from committed right now. They spot this. Two players peeking in, catching Stan, and now Breezy's going to give it a go. Sees the flash go by, knows they're still here. Reloads come through. Breezy won't bite. He wants them to commit so he can fast flank. His teammate, meanwhile, setting up inside of B, helping Obo. This is okay for EG. They've got a lot of info. They know they have Liquid trapped in B, but Liquid do have the manpower and they have the utility to get in.
Yeah, there's a lot of variables here, right? You need this timing for Breezy to be good, and here it is, getting one off the tally, but now you need these players in the site to stay alive and put up a fight as well. Obo waiting for the smoke to fade. Breezy rotating all the way back through CT, and Obo looking to deny the bomb plant, can't get them off of it. So a 2-on-3 with a long rotation from Breezy, still looking to come through all the way back in CT and not able to trade that kill out.
Fallen.
And they're likely expecting him to move in from Banana. Fallen trying to jump peek for this information, is trapped in the corner. Breezy, nails him on the swing, but Elige follows up and gets that trade. 14 on the board for Liquid. Now 1 away from map point here on EG's map pick.
Breezy's such a talent, dude. Like, even though he doesn't win that round, you can just see how he's thinking about it, how he looks like the one making the call there. Like, guys, don't flank. Stan's dead. I got the mid cut off. You guys stack B. He comes in on the perfect timing that he needs. He rotates back out, the last play that EG will expect, and even pre-fires Elige on that transfer. He doesn't get any damage, but he knew exactly where Elige was playing in the post plant. And man, very close. This game is a banger.
Yeah, I think you know, for the longest while, Breezy has been like the most consistent and like, you know, someone that you can always rely on to step up. Cirque, I look at someone who can be the best player in this team when he's feeling it, but I feel like the consistency can be more hit and miss with him, right? One thing I will say, though, is like with Breezy and Cirque looking this good, like both having a really good game, and EG are still struggling, we need to start looking for some other heroes, right, to step up alongside them. This can't just be the two-man show of Breezy and Cirque.
Yeah, this is a game where it's just come down to so many little details in key rounds that have flipped-flopped back both ways, right? Like, you could certainly make an argument that this game should be over. It should be like a 16-9 to Liquid, because in the way that some of these force buys and these saves went for EG in seemingly extremely difficult rounds, Liquid bottled them. And so, as a result, EG is still in this one. So it does go both ways. You can make both arguments, but regardless of that, we're here where we are. EG have earned their spot, and now they're looking to stay alive. Yeah,
you mentioned force buys. There's no force buy at a more desperate time than this for EG. This round, they've put everything on the line. They rely on winning this if they want to keep this winnable in regulation. And with Obo already removed, this A site looking vulnerable, we need someone to step up. Cirque tries to be that man with a quick double. He's left EG in a 2-on-3. Now, a lot of times you would elect to save here, right? A lot of times you wouldn't even give this a go. For EG, up against this scoreline, it's going to be interesting to see what the decision is. They group up, they look to assemble this boost in the cubby, seeing if they can spot anything over the moto smoke. Elige is down in pit. Tarek almost catches him. But instead, Stanislaw dies, and now Tarek is saving, man. Now he's out of there. So Team Liquid reaching 15, reaching map point, and no money left for EG. They're going to be on pistols up against 15 rounds.
But EG with D armor, surely they can't win the round, Harry. No, we've seen it before many a time. Man, Cirque could have won the round there on Long alone, right? He gets 2 kills with a dunk off the nade. If he kills, I think it was Fallen as the 3rd man round the corner. If he gets that frag, the bomb is loose on Long with 15 seconds. Like, I think Liquid probably get the plant, but in all of that madness, EG would have had way more time to get set up there, and Liquid wouldn't have been so fortunate in posting up with a man advantage with 2 players in pit. So some close rounds. Close as they come. 15 to 11. Cirque getting run boosted, going for the shot, but he's blinded early and sees nothing. They see him fly by. Stewie blinded. Cirque won't peek in again. Tarek with 1 M4. Playing that float roll, rotating back and forth between the bomb sites. Going wherever Stan needs or wants him. And right now he might need him on B. Liquid is still defaulting, but if Stewie comms that he has this much room, that he's gotten this deep in, it might tempt Liquid just to group up and execute. It's free real estate. Ooh. Back they go.
Oh, the flash. Good to remove Cirque. Obo could prove to be pretty key here, hiding in the long cubby. Has Cirque to try and draw attention in. Oh no, with him getting mollied, they now know they've got him trapped here. They first look to deal with Cirque. They bring him down low. Obo is also tagged within inches of his life. It's Naf somehow, though, to get the first kill, right? All that initial damage that's been done is now being capitalized on by Team Liquid, and they just steamroll the A site. Stanislaw is left as the 1 remaining player in a 1v5. It's not looking likely. It's not looking good for EG. So it's feeling like the end of the line, and Stanislaw knows it. Team Liquid, 1 kill away from a fairly dominant 16-11 on EG's map pick. Might have been back and forth at one point, right? But as we get to the end, Team Liquid emerge victorious, 1-0 up in the series so far with their map pick up next. Liquid, they're trying to take EG down 2-0.